Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to the weekend forecast. As always on a Saturday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for the week ahead. Going to be a bit of an extended one, this one, because we've got some very heavy thundery showers at the moment, so a little bit of a storm watch to start off with. And then as we head through into next week, we've got a very complicated weather pattern taking place next week, with the detail going to be quite hard to pin down, but there could be quite a bit of rain around through Tuesday and Wednesday next week. I'll talk you through everything that's happening in the week ahead in a moment. Just to say, there's a thunderstorm going on while I'm recording, so you might hear some rumbles of thunder in the background. So sorry about that. The thundery showers have arrived here in Northamptonshire. So this radar picture from weatheroutlook.com, and you can find the link to Weather Outlook on the links page. Now, we've got a very showery day across the country. We've got these heavy showers across England and Wales. There's some very intense colours in there indicating thunderstorms pushing through across central southern parts of England and Wales. Further north, yes, we have got showers through Scotland down into north of northern England and over into Northern Ireland too, but they're less intense, less thundery. Have a look at the lightning detector. You can see we've got lots of flashes of lightning here coming across central and southern parts of the country. As I say, one of those storms is arriving here in North Hampshire, where I am at the moment, and we'll see further heavy showers and thunderstorms progressing eastwards across central and southern parts of the country, of course, this afternoon. Notice no lightning up across Scotland, Northern Ireland and down into Northern England. Despite those showers that we have got up there, they aren't as thundery as these very intense thundery showers that we're seeing down across the south. Now, these showers in the south, they're going to carry on pushing across central southern parts of the country through the course of this afternoon, and will ease in the west later. We'll keep the showers going further north. Here's today's Arctic pressure chart. It doesn't look like there would be anything particularly thundery going on. It's just that we have got an upper trough moving down across the country today, and it's the perfect trigger to produce these heavy and intense and lively thundery showers. So, through the course of this afternoon, we'll push more of those heavy showers and thunderstorms across central southern parts of England and Wales, moving them into Midlands, south east England this afternoon. And things will start to dry up out in the west across parts of Wales and southwestern England. And then we'll keep those other showers going further north. We know they're not as intense, not as thundery across Scotland, Northern Ireland, down into Northern England. Although there might be a rumble of thunder here and there, but it's really down in the south that we've got those very intense showers this afternoon. Temperatures are going to be cool today, well below average again, so we're looking at maximums no better than around 13 to 19 degrees Celsius, really, and that's around 3 or 4 degrees below par for the time of the year. Overnight tonight, we'll move that upper trough away, and we'll actually build in a little bit of a transient ridge, although the next low pressure is starting to knock on the door to northwestern parts of the country by the end of the night. So the evening showers will very quickly start to fade away as the atmospheric temperature cools down. Overnight, most places will be dry with long clear spells, and it's actually going to get quite chilly tonight. It's going to feel just a bit of a nip in the air, a little bit of an autumnal nip, I think, by the morning. Temperatures going down, not to frost levels, we don't have to worry about frost, but going down to around 6 to 12 degrees, something like that. Coolest in the north and in rural areas further south. Most towns and cities should hold up well into double figures, but I think there will be a chill in the air if you're up and about early enough tomorrow morning. So we get through into Sunday, and low pressure starting to move back in off the Atlantic again, although the south is under quite a nice ridge. So we start the day with that chill in the air, but there will be decent sunny spells away from Scotland and Northern Ireland, where it will already be clouding over. England and Wales should stay dry with sunny spells coming through, probably turning more hazy through the afternoon, but quite a nice day down in the south. But it goes downhill very rapidly further north, so Scotland and Northern Ireland will have cloud probably moving in from the word go, with outbreaks of rain in the far northwest by the morning, and then that rain will spread across Scotland and Northern Ireland, probably pushing down into northwestern parts of England by the end of the day. Rain is absolutely torrential here, looking out of the windows. I'm not sure if you can hear that rattling on the glass. So it turns wet and windy in the north and west through the course of Sunday afternoon. The south and east stays mainly dry. Temperatures in the south will be a little bit better than those of today, but only reaching around 21, something nothing to get excited about, but a little bit less cool than it is today. But further north with that cloud and persistent rain, just 12, 13, 14 degrees, probably the best you can hope for. Really quite dismal and feeling autumnal. Now, things start to get more complex as we go through into next week. So we find this area of low pressure moving southwards and eastwards across the country with a weakening feature. Now I think we've got hail banging on the glass outside as well, but I shall persevere and try to keep going. So we're going to find this cold front moving southwards and eastwards across England and Wales through the course of Monday. It'll be a weakening feature, so it just brings a band of cloud and showery rain through England and Wales, with brighter skies following behind and sunshine and showers there. The far southeast may stay dry. In the afternoon, those showery bursts might get a little bit heavier across parts of Wales and the Midlands in particular. Temperatures generally ranging from around, say, 14 to 20 degrees. I'm going to show you the FACS charts for the early part of next week. There's the cold front that's moving southwards across England and Wales on Monday as a weakening feature. But what happens is that this cold front kind of gets stalled. By the way, these are the human interpretations of the models by the forecasters at the UK Met Office. So this is the FACS chart for Tuesday. You see that cold front is still stalled there across England and Wales. And then as we go through into Tuesday itself, this is midday Tuesday, we actually find an area of low pressure is developing close to the UK, with these fronts still strung out and developing a bit of a wave across the eastern parts of the country in particular. Now, what's fueling this area of low pressure is the heat that's going on across the continent. So whilst we're not going to get this heat wave that they're enduring across many parts of Europe at the moment, Lucifer, the heat wave has been dubbed by the media, I'm sure you've heard and read about it, we're not going to get the heat from that, but it is having an effect on our weather because there's a temperature contrast here, and that fuels this area of low pressure with its fronts across the UK through the course of Tuesday. So this is how the GFS is seeing things for Tuesday, with that area of low pressure there developing over the continent. If I show you the upper air temperatures, you can see the temperature contrast happening. Very hot air is being pumped northwards into Germany on the eastern side of this low pressure, and then we, of course, are within this cool Atlantic air, and the combination of the two air masses is going to produce this area of low pressure. Now, this is a very complex weather setup, so we're going to be looking at potentially quite a bit of rain from this, but pinning down where that rain is going to be is going to be quite difficult. So what we're basically saying, we've got to talk about it in just broad terms and then firm up on the detail in the next couple of days. But what we can basically say is that for Tuesday, expect showers or longer spells of rain really across many parts of the country. Perhaps the general rain more likely to be in the east, close to where this area of low pressure is developing. But I think almost anywhere is at risk of having persistent outbreaks of rain on Tuesday. Some of it could be heavy, it might even be thundery in nature as well. Temperatures are looking very, very cool, despite the fact that the intense heat wave is fueling this low pressure. The heat is to the eastern side of the low pressure, well away from us, so we won't feel any increase in temperature. We just essentially have a very cool, wet day with temperatures no better than around 12 to 17 degrees Celsius, and it will feel autumnal. That low pressure is still stuck in the North Sea, I'm afraid, on Wednesday, and we're bringing down this very chilly northerly wind as well. I expect further cloud and outbreaks of rain down the eastern side of the country in particular, although central western areas with this ridge starting to build from the Azores high should be starting to dry out. So probably an east-west split on Wednesday, but I have to emphasise this is very complex. Expect the detail for Tuesday and Wednesday to change over the coming days. It might not be as bad as it looks like it could be today, but potentially a cold, wet day down the eastern side of the country, central western areas getting the best of the dry weather with sunny spells coming through. And we'll have this very chilly northerly wind, which will make temperatures well below average, just 12 to 17 degrees Celsius, feel even cooler than that. Things start to improve on Thursday. A bit of an extension from the Azores high starts to build up across the country, so we may still have a few showers left down the east coast, but I think many places on Thursday will be dry with sunny spells coming through. By the end of the day, probably cloud and outbreaks of rain return to the far northwest of Scotland, but the bulk of the country will be dry on Thursday, feeling much more like August. Temperatures nothing to get excited about, but in the south we might be up to around 21 degrees, that's 70 Fahrenheit. Friday, so high pressure is still trying to build to the south, but we're still bringing these weather systems into the north, so probably quite a bit of cloud and rain for Scotland and Northern Ireland, I'm afraid, on Friday. England and Wales could be mostly dry with sunny spells, probably mostly restricted to the south. I would have thought a fair amount of cloud coming through. Feeling a little bit warmer in the south, a bit more humid, temperatures only around 20 or 21 though. Further north with the cloud and rain, Scotland and Northern Ireland, it will be cool. Temperatures of just 15 degrees. Next weekend, so for Saturday, still trying to keep this ridge going from the Azores high, although Sunday is rolling another low pressure and set of fronts into the north. Next weekend could potentially be quite a good one for southern parts. A lot of dry weather, I would have thought, and fairly warm. But after a drier day on Saturday, I'm afraid Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England will probably go back to cloud and rain again on Sunday. Temperatures might be up to around 24 degrees in the far south by Saturday, by Sunday, I should say, afternoon. Finally, having a look at charts weather outlook. So there's those thundery showers and intense downpours pushing across England and Wales this afternoon. Further north, we have got showers. They aren't as intense. Through into Sunday, outbreaks of rain and quite strong winds, winds to the north and west, but south and east staying mostly dry, with sunny spells coming through. There's that weakening cold front pushing south and eastwards on Monday. Showers following along behind, and the southeast staying mostly dry. Then into Tuesday and Wednesday, very complex weather setup developing. Expect showers, if not longer spells of rain, with a cool northerly wind. And we just got to firm up really on the detail for this period, Tuesday and Wednesday, looking very complicated. By Thursday, we're back to much drier weather. Weather improves and it turns mostly dry with sunny spells. And then we get through into Friday and we keep showery rain going, or we bring showery rain back to the north and west. The south and the east stays mainly dry. So, well, a lot of weather that we've crammed in there for the weekend. It's all going on. In summary, we're starting with heavy showers and thunderstorms across the country today. Tomorrow will be drier in the south, but more rain in the north. Then Monday to Wednesday, very complex weather. Expect showers or longer spells of rain, particularly on Tuesday, probably lasting into Wednesday, and it'll be very cool and autumnal feeling as well. Improvements for the second half of the week. It turns drier and a little bit warmer, especially in the south. Although the north, I'm afraid, your dismal summer of 2017 continues with more rain piling into Scotland and Northern Ireland on Friday and lasting into the weekend. Right, that's all for now. We managed to get through it. Thunderstorms going on and all. That's all for now. By the way, if you're interested in the festival, there'll be a little update for that first one later on this afternoon on the festivals and updates page. Tomorrow it's a Gaz Weather Sunday Roundup. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.